أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to the G3 Hifz class. Could I please request the support teacher to unmute a student to recite the prayer, please?
G3583.
Okay, Jazakallah. G3583. Assalamu alaikum. G3583.
Okay, they're not unmuting. G3665.
Okay, G3665. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, I'm not sure why they're not unmuting. G3560.
G3560. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum wassalam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Alhamdulillah.
That's great. Alhamdulillah. So could you please recite the starting prayer?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم. Our Lord, accept us from us, for you are all hearing, all knowing.
Jazakallah. All right. So today's lesson is lesson 8. And before we start, we'll go through the etiquettes. So before the class started, I hope you have all followed or done wuzu. Make sure that you are wearing clean clothes. And it's also very important that your head is covered throughout the class, especially during the Quranic recitations. And it's very important that you sit in a quiet place. You should be sitting with an adult so they can assist you or help you out if you've got any problems. It's also very important that you signed in with the correct ID that was emailed to you. If you're not logged in with the correct ID, you can have a very quick minute to log back in with the correct ID. So I don't want to see any names. Jazakallah. Now, for the homework, you had a knowledge quest. And the question was, how many different thick letters do you have in verses 1 to 13? Can we have a student?
Yes. So if the students can raise their hand if they have found the answer to this question. G3650.
G3650. Assalamu alaikum.
Sorry. Hand by mistake, sorry.
What was the question?
Okay, no worries. Maybe we can take another student then in that case.
Yeah. G3602.
Yeah, G3602. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good, good. Do you know the answer to the knowledge quest? How many thick letters were in the verses 1 to 13?
I'm not sure.
No? Did you have a look through the verses?
No.
No? Okay, so the thick letters that we have are these 7. Maybe we can pick another last student. Maybe they know it. Who's raised their hands?
G3670.
G3670. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How are
How are
you?
you? Alhamdulillah, good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good too. So, maybe you know the answer.
Yes.
How many thick letters did we have, or do we have in verses 1 to 13?
We have 5.
Very close, but no.
6.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, it is 6. Good, well done. So maybe you did go through the verses and highlighted them. How did you find the 6?
I just looked at
Yeah.
I just looked at Surah Rahman to see how many verses are in 1 to 13.
Yes, yeah. Good. So these are the places that we have the thick letters. Do you want to have a go and read the first 2 maybe?
Okay.
Good. Well done.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والنخل والأرض.
Good, well done. And can we now maybe have another student to recite the remaining ones?
Okay. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah.
G3687.
G3687. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Do you like to read the remaining 4?
بالقسط أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بالقسط والنخل.
Here, we're on the bottom row now. This one.
ذو العصف تطغوا والقمر.
Yes, so that's good. We'll practice on some on the thick letters today as well, so you can practice them as well, because we can make it a bit better. So this will be not pronounced as B, but Doi. So Bil-Qisti, Qaf as well, but Bil-Qisti. Make it much thicker. All right, but good, well done. Okay, so let's move on then, and we'll go through the thick letters now. We have 7 thick letters, as you already know. And by saying thick, or the tafkhim means a thick sound, a heavy sound. So when you pronounce them, it should come up really thick. Let me just quickly change something. Just bear with me a moment. I think you should be able to see my screen better now, all of it, yeah. I'll scroll a bit down later. That's all right, no worries then. So these are the 7 letters that we call harufut tafkhim. Tafkhim, as I said, just means thick sound or a heavy sound. Now, if you come across these 7 letters during your recitation in the Holy Qur'an, do pronounce them with a really thick, heavy sound. We'll go through them together. So the first one is ha. Ha. Then we have swad, swad, dad, dad, ghain, ghain, ta, ta, qaf, qaf, za, za. So you may have heard that I did recite them quite thick with a really heavy mouth as well. Now, could we please request a student so they can practice as well?
Yeah, G3665.
G3665. Assalamu alaikum. Maybe they're not able to unmute.
Yeah. G3 158.
G3 158. Assalamu alaikum. G3 158. Let's try another student maybe.
Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, there you are. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
I'm fine.
Alhamdulillah, that's good. Now, do you want to have a go and recite just the 7 letters with a really thick sound?
Okay. Call.
Start with Dawuz and Tasmiyah, because that's the first time you're reciting that.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم خو شو زو غو غين طو قاف زون زو.
Yes. So let's have a look at the first few here. Khwa, but this one is swad,
sword
dad,
zod
ghain,
rain
ta,
to
qaf,
gas
qaf.
cough.
Yeah. So the one with the 2 dots comes really from your throat. Qaf, 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 not kaf, qaf.
Cough.
Good. And the last one is za.
Law.
Good. Well done. Now, can we have another student, please?
Jazakallah.
Jazakallah.
G3 504.
Jazakallah. G3504. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, I'll pick another student because of the background noise. G3 515.
Okay, G3515. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Right. Would you like to recite the last 2 phrases here with a thick sound?
Okay. Should I start with Dawuz and Tasmiyah?
Yes, of course. Yes. Well done.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والقمر بالقسط.
Good. So I did hear you wanted to have a go with a thick sound. That one is a thick sound. We've got another thick sound and that one. So try the last part again. Bil-Qisṭi.
Bil-Qisṭi.
Good. Really good. Well done. Okay. So now what we will do is we will practice Surah Ar-Rahmān. Jazakallah, by the way. Yeah, that's good. Well done. Now,
Jazakallah.
Jazakallah. Well done. So we'll practice today Surah Ar-Rahmān, verses 14 and 15. I will recite them to you. You can have a go with the translation and we'll practice the other verses later as well then. Okay, let me recite them to you now. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار. Jazakallah. And can I have a student now to recite the translation?
Can we try G3 686?
G3 686. Assalamu alaikum. G3 686. Maybe they've got too much background noise and they don't know they're unmuted.
Yeah. G3 622.
Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, there you go. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good, good. Okay, so do you want to have a go with the translation, the English translation?
Yes.
Okay, if you go.
In the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful. Which then of the favors of your Lord will you twain deny, O man and jinn? He create man from dry drinking clay, which is like baked potter.
Like baked pottery.
Pottery.
Good. Well done. Jazakallah. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll try to recite these two verses. And can I have another student now, please?
Yeah. G3 686 had some background noise, but we'll try again.
Yes. Walaikum salam. Okay, so would you like to recite the verses then? Start with Dawaz and Tasmiyah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Yeah, you go on.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفجر.
That's not Jim, that's Kha. Try again. From here.
خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار.
Good. So as we've got the thick letters of today, we've got this one as a thick letter. Also swap here. These two are thick letters. Let me recite that last verse here again to you, and you can recite after me. خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار. So we've got thick letter. I've got highlighted the other ones as well. Try to make the highlighted ones much thicker.
خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار.
Good, really good. Well done, Jazakallah. Okay, so I think we'll have maybe one more student.
Can we try G3 544?
G3 544. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Would you like to recite these two verses?
Yes, please.
Okay.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار.
Try this one again. Kalfakhar.
الفخار.
Good. So it will be خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار.
خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار.
Good. So make sure when you memorize these two verses for homework, have the thick letters as a thick sound for your recitation. But it's coming through really good. Well done. Jazakallah. Okay, so now we'll practice the verses that you have hopefully revised and memorized. We'll start with verse 1 of the Surah Ar-Rahmān. Can we have another student now?
Are we having student for Hifz now?
Yes, that's the Hifz now.
Okay, so if students can raise their hand, if you have memorized new verses. Can we have G3514?
G3514, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good too. Now, did you revise the verses of Surah Ar-Rahmān?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you have a go then. Start off.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah, really good recitation. Well done. MashaAllah. Yes, sorry, go on.
Can my brother read, please?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. I would still need your ID though. Would you know this one?
G3513.
Okay, that's brilliant. Yep. Do you want to start reciting?
Yep. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان والأرض ووضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة ونخل ذات أكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
خلق الإنسان من صلصال من كالفخار. جزاك الله.
Jazakallah. Okay, before you go off, let me just quickly go to a verse that we can improve a bit on. So, for example, here, this one, you did recite this big mud correctly in the last verse, which is verse 14. But here you need to stretch it out a bit longer. So maybe try to have 5 to 6 seconds prolonging on this one. I know we haven't revised this yet, but I think you can improve. Yeah. So try to read this verse again.
والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان.
Okay, good. Yeah, just make sure that you do prolong it for at least 5 seconds or up to 6 seconds. And then let me just go to verse 11. Yeah, can you recite verse 11 again, please? And you can read it from the screen.
والأرض ووزعها للأنام.
Good. So make sure that you only have one va here, yeah? Just one va. Don't double it up. So it's وَالْأَرْضَ وَضَعَهَا لِلْأَنَامِ. Okay? Good. Otherwise, perfect. Really good. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah.
Okay. Now, can we have another student now, please?
Can we try G3560?
G3560. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. I've already read today, but I was just wondering, can my sister read? Because I've already read today, so I was wondering if my sister could read.
Did you recite the Hifz?
No, but I recited the opening prayer.
Okay. I mean, you can still have a go with the Hifz because you didn't practice the Hifz today, did you?
No.
Do you want to have a go quickly and then we can have your sister?
Okay.
Off you go.
I only know verses 1 to, I think, is it 11?
Okay, that's fine. I can have a look. You start reciting and then I'll check.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Ar-Rahmān علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان.
Okay, so you did do a mistake. It's not za, it's gha, so it's ألا تطغوا في yeah? You have a ghain there. ألا تطغوا في الميزان. Do you want to carry on?
Yes, please. وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان والأرض وضعها للأنام. That's all I know.
Yes, that is up to verse 11 actually, and we can still improve a few things. So I hope you do make notes now as we go along. Hold on. Oops, that's not it. Hold on. What's happening here? Oh yeah, okay. Here. So the first bits of these two verses, you recited as Allah, but you see we have to connect Allah. And then again, Allah, Al-Qur'an, and the other one is Allamahul Bayan. Try again. Have the ayn sound as well, and connect with the lam.
Allah.
Not Allah. Allah. Al-Qur'an.
Al-Qur'an. Allamahul Bayan.
Okay, so do you have a bit of a practice on these two, because you need to correctly combine or connect the ayn with the lam, so it's not a separate letter, so it's not la, it's Allamahul Bayan, yeah. And then the other one, a mistake that you had was hold on, I need to go down on verse. What's the? Oh yeah, that's here. This one. Do prolong. It's not wasama arafa. It's wasama arafaha. Yeah. So prolong 5 to 6 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to have a go with this verse?
Yeah. But like I can't see the screen like properly.
Can't see the screen properly. Maybe you have your own copy of the Quran next to you, or maybe I can recite and you can try to recite after me. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
yes, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot what the verse was.
Yeah, I'll recite it to you. So it's wasama. On the ma, we have a big mud, which you need to pronounce or prolong for 5 to 6 seconds. So it will be والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان.
Wasama. Like that long.
Yes.
Okay. I can't see the screen, so I can't really read any more.
I see. Okay. So do make a note of that one. It's in verse 8.
Okay.
And then the other one that you have to correct is the next verse, actually. So verses 8 and 9. I don't know, you did pronounce something wrong here, that the ghaw, it was you had a different letter instead of ghain. So make sure that you do have each letter correctly. So yeah, these were the few mistakes that you had. Right?
Okay. Thank you. Can my sister read, if that's okay?
Yes. Yeah. Can I have her ID, please?
G3561.
Yep. Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Can I start?
Yes, please.
Okay. A'udhu billahi minash
We can see it on the screen.
G.
MT, we can see the text on the screen.
Yeah, I can see it.
Main teacher?
Yes.
We can see the text on the screen. If she's reciting from memory, then...
Oh, sorry.
I can recite.
Yes, no, it's the Hifz. That's fine. Off you go.
Ar-Rahmān, Allamal-Qur'an, Khalaqal Insan, Khalaqal Insan, Allamahul Bayan, Ash-Shamsu wal-Qamaru bihusban, Wan-Najmu wash-Shajaru yasjudan, Was-Sama Ar-Rahmān Sa'al Mizan Allah Dad Zaw.
No, you're making the same mistake as your sister. Allah that we've got the ghain. Allah that ghaw.
Okay. Allah Dad Ghaw Fil Mizan. I think that's all she knows.
Okay, that's good. That's really good. Okay, so let's go through a few verses that we can still improve on. Mainly, it was in verse 8. So we can have a look on this one together. So the first thing that you have to pay attention is that we have wa. So don't prolong either of these. It's just a single stroke, just a single fatha.
Okay.
So you just prolong it for 1 second only, very quick, wa. And then you have, you did give a different pronunciation for this one, but make sure that it's al-mizan, okay? And then the big mistake that you did, don't do that again. It's just changing the complete letter. It's a ghain, yeah? Here, I think you can do better by doing qalqala. Remember, we had that in the other lesson. So you do have a qalqala here. Allah tatghaw fil mizan.
Okay.
Try to recite. Can you see the screen perfectly on the on your screen?
Right now I can.
Okay, that's brilliant. So if
I
you
can only see up to like wa. That's the only part I can see.
yeah. So do recite these last two verses, the bottom row basically. Start with was-sama.
I can't see that bit. Can I start from wa?
You can't see that bit. I don't know. The support teacher, can you see the screen properly, or is it just these two students then?
Yes, I can see the screen.
I see. So it's just them then. Okay. Yeah. Okay. If you just see it from Wawa, try to have it there. Try to recite from there.
Wa za'al mizan Allah غو fil mizan.
Yeah. So do make a note as to what I did tell you before. Don't prolong either of the fatha. It's just wawa. Yeah. Just single 1 second strokes. Right. And do make sure that you don't change this letter with another letter.
Okay.
It will just change the meaning, which is not good. Okay. Right. So yeah, do revise this when you're memorizing. Jazakallah.
Thank you. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah. Okay. Can we have another student now?
G3 583.
G3 583. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Now, do you want to recite Surah Ar-Rahmān?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, off you go then.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ar-Rahmān. Allamal Qur'an. Khalaqal insan. Allamahul bayan. Asy-syamsu wal qamaru bihusban. Wan najmu wash-shajaru yasjudan. Was-samaa'a rafa'aha wa wada'al mizan. Alla tadghaw fil mizan. Waqimul wazna bil-qisti wa la tukhsirul mizan. Waza'aha lil-aman. Fiha fakihatun wan nakhlu zatil akmam wal habbu
Wal habbu zul. No, that's it. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, that's fine. No worries. So we'll go through the mistake. It was really good, actually, by the way. Well done. Okay, so.
Hello.
Sorry. Yes. Assalamu alaikum.
Can I please request you to speak to her in Urdu so that she will understand her mistakes well?
Okay, that's fine, no worries. So yes, आपने यहाँ पे कलकला किया था, आपने यहाँ पे कलकला नहीं करना है, ये दो नुक्ते वाला काफ नहीं है, क़ाफ नहीं है, सिर्फ काफ है, तो आपने कलकला नहीं करना. So what I said is you shouldn't be doing kalkala on this kaf. It's a simple kaf. So try to recite this again. आप दोबारा पढ़ सकते हैं ये वाली verse?
ये verse आप दोबारा पढ़ें. हाँ. فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام.
Yeah, it's good. Because we've got a sukoon, हमारे पास यहाँ पे sukoon है इसके ऊपर. Akmam, akamam नहीं बोलना हमने क्योंकि फता नहीं है इस पे ना, और इस पे भी हमारे पास sukoon है. आपने wan nakha नहीं करना, wan nakhlu. Okay, so what I will do is I will recite again. मैं दोबारा पढ़ूंगी एक दफा, आप फिर बाद में मेरे बाद पढ़ लें. Okay? فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام.
فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام.
Okay, जज़ाकल्लाह. थोड़ी सी प्रैक्टिस करके आप कोशिश करें कि सुकून पे आप एक फतह ना दें, ठीक है? आपके तिलावत में थोड़ी सी फतह का आ रहा है recitation के अंदर. So when you've got a sukoon, try not to have a fatha sound when you're stopping on it. Otherwise, it was good. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah.
Okay, can we have another student now, please?
G3687.
G3687. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Okay, so have a go for your hifz.
Okay. But I was wondering if I could have it with the screen.
Okay, I'll share the screen later. I'll check how much you've memorized first, and then I'll definitely give you a chance to recite from the screen as well, okay?
Okay, but I'm saying that I didn't provide, but I just want to read it from the screen.
I see. So you haven't memorized the first verse, for example, which is very short. It's just Ar-Rahmān. How would you continue? So it will be Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, and then the second verse is just very short, Ar-Rahmān. How would you continue after Ar-Rahmān? Ar-Rahmān. Continue.
Talimul-Quran.
Good. And the next one would be Khalaqal.
Insan.
And the next one? Allama.
Quran.
Allamahul Bayan. Okay, so you need to do your homework, yeah? You need to really do your homework and start to memorize the verses. You can have a go with the screen. Off you go.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Start with Dawus.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Babi.
No. I think I haven't got the. Let's check. Sorry. Off you go. There you go.
Ar-Rahmān. Al-Qur'an. Khalaqal insan. Allamahul bayan. Ash-shamsu wal qamaru bi husban. Wan najmu wash-shaharu yasjudan. Was-samaa'a
Start again here. Allah. We've got ta. Allah. Ta.
خو الميزان
Mizan.
ميزان
Yep. ألا تطغوا في الميزان.
ألا تطغوا في الميزان.
Okay, good. So this ta is first of all a qalqala letter. Also, it's a thick letter as we learned today, yeah? So make sure that you pronounce this one correctly. And can you start reciting the third verse again, the one that I've highlighted?
Quran.
Good, that's good. Okay, Jazakallah, well done. But do start to memorize the verses now, okay? Jazakallah.
Okay.
Allah Hafiz. Right, can we have another student then?
Can we try G3 547?
Jazakallah, G3 547.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine.
Okay, do you want to have a go for your hifz?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان. Excuse me, that's all I know.
Okay, Jazakallah, it was really good. Well done. Now let's just practice on verse 5 actually. Can you recite this verse again? You can recite it from the screen.
علمه البيان.
Yes. So try to practice this one because it was a bit of a wobbly towards the end. The other thing, what you can do whilst you will be memorizing the other verses, pay attention at your thick letters, especially because this one is a thick letter, for example, ha, yeah? Try to recite this verse again.
خلق الإنسان.
Insan. So kind of hide it. We haven't learned this one yet, but yeah, you can practice hiding this one a bit as well. So you don't pronounce in, you would pronounce insan, yeah? But otherwise it's good. Do memorize your verses though, okay?
Could my sister read, please?
Okay, can I have my ID, please?
It's G3 546.
Okay, Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, fine.
Good, so do you want to have a go?
Yes, please. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان. الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء.
Are you still there?
Yeah.
So you stopped in between. Do you want to start again? Was-sama.
والسماء.
Maybe you need to revise on that verse, isn't it then? That's verse 8.
Rising.
Sorry?
I do know, but I forgot.
Okay. I can't hear you very well. Maybe it's just a connection. But we'll go through the verse together then. Your recitation was really good. So I did hear some qalqala as well. thick letters I did here. You did prolong on this big mud as well. It's just that we had to stop a bit here so you can practice a bit more. Do you want to read it from the screen? I think they do have a connection problem, then can't hear her very well. So if you're still listening, so do make sure that you memorize from the 8th verse onwards. Jazakallah. Can we have another student now, please?
Assalamu alaikum. Can we try G3 523?
Jazakallah. G3 523. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah.
Right, so you have a go with your hifz then.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ar-Rahmān. Al-Qur'an. Khalaqal insan. Allamahul bayan. Ash-shamsu wal qamaru bihusban. والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب والعصف والريحان.
That's all, you know?
I know فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ also.
Okay. And that's it? Okay, so it's up to verse 14 that you know. That's really good, actually. But let's recite the last verse properly. Otherwise, your recitation was really good. Well done on that. Where's verse 14? Oops. Oh, it will be up. Hold on. There you go. Okay, so do you have a go reciting it from the screen?
فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ.
Really good. Well done. Good. Well done. So you did recite really well, actually. MashaAllah. Jazakallah. Okay, so for tomorrow, we'll have Jalsa, we'll have Khilafat Day Jalsa, and those that will take part for example, reciting the Tilawat, its translation, the Hadith, you will have received a confirmation email that you are allowed to recite it during the Jalsa online. But if you have received the email, make sure that if you're the participant, you do come for the rehearsal at 5:15. Make sure that you do come if you want to recite. So let's have a look. Yeah, I don't have that, but you will have to, might have received the email for the confirmation that you are the participant for Tilawat, for translation, for the Hadith, for the sayings of the promised Messiah, al-Islam, for Nazm, and for the English speech. All of you who have received the email, please come at 5:15. Now, we'll have homework. For homework, you need to memorize Surah Ar-Rahmān, verses 14 and 15, but make sure that you also revise Surah Ar-Rahmān, verses 1 to 13. And if you haven't already memorized, please do so you don't get back with your revisions. Now, we don't have any knowledge quest for today, but therefore do make sure that you do revise properly. Now, can we request a student to recite the ending prayer?
Can we try G3 158?
G3 158. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good too. Now, would you like to recite the ending prayer?
Yes. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم همني
Okay, I'll recite it for you. Maybe you can recite or read the translation then, yeah? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم ارحمني بالقرآن العظيم.
Oh Allah, have mercy on me through the great Quran.
Okay. واجعله لي إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة.
And make it for me the leader, the light, the guidance, and the mercy.
Really good. Well done. Jazakallah. Jazakumullah to all students for joining this class today. MashaAllah, you all did really well. Jazakumullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.